In a time when the world was young, a civilization was born from water and stone, a golden empire whose temples scraped the heavens and whose power flowed from the sacred rivers that gave it life. This was Angkor. Its heart was carved from rock, its soul was the fire of the sun, and its strength was legend. The living embodiment of this strength was its army, a force forged in the humid heat of the jungle and disciplined by the unwavering faith of its gods. Thousands of infantry, a moving forest of bronze shields and sharpened spears, elite cavalry that could strike like lightning, and towering over all, the great war elephants, living mountains of destruction, adorned in the sacred colors of the kingdom. They were more than soldiers. They were a divine promise of the empire's might. They were the Suryavarman's chosen, the warriors of the sun. They were led by General Kael, a man forged not of noble blood, but in the heat of 100 battles. He possessed a mind as sharp as his blade, seeing the battlefield not as chaos, but as a story he alone could write. At his side, the master strategist Anya. It was said the jungle itself guided her aim, that her arrows were whispers of death on the wind, never missing their mark. But even the brightest sun must cast a shadow. From the east, the Champa Kingdom, a nation of salt and wind, amassed its forces. Their ambition was a fire that consumed all it touched, and now their gaze was fixed on the golden heart of Angkor. A challenge was made, a war was declared, and the warriors of the sun prepared to answer. The earth trembled as they marched. On the plains of destiny, two great armies faced one another. A moment of terrible silence descended. The jungle itself held its breath. Then, the sound of a single horn shattered the calm. The storm broke. The charge was a symphony of chaos and courage. The great elephants, unstoppable juggernauts, crashed into the enemy lines, their trumpeting calls a roar of defiance. A monsoon of arrows, a million black-feathered birds of prey rained from the sky. The battle became a brutal grind of shield against shield, sword against spear. At the heart of the tempest, General Kael, atop his mighty elephant, was a whirlwind of fury. From the high ground, Anya's command was absolute, turning the very tide of war with every volley. For days the battle raged, but the will of Angkor was unbreakable. With one final thunderous charge, Kael saw his moment, a path through the chaos, and plunged deep into the enemy's heart. Victory was not without price. Many great warriors fell, their blood feeding the very land they fought to protect. Their final breath was a prayer for the empire they loved. Their sacrifice would not be forgotten. Their deeds were carved into the bas-reliefs of the great temples, a story told in stone for eternity. They were the shield of the kingdom. They were the spear of the king. They were the warriors of the sun, and their glory is eternal.